EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from the Steel City. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Quickly out wide to Thielen. He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Adam Thielen, touchdown Pittsburgh. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Hold the ready. Let's go. Top low 18. 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Miller. He'll work his way up. For a gain of about 4.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready up.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Count to 60.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become effective. He picked up the first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down.
For the pylon, he's in. Harry, Florida, touchdown Commanders. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. A pickup of 44 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Inside. 319. Slip it in.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down, they need 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's into the end zone. What a response. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Samuel, gonna see what he can do. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18. 60 Eagles. 60. Cap alert. Yep.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline.
And he will score! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So now Daniels and the Commanders' offense gonna go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's gonna be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
Steelers 14.
So following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, check 20, 319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look at you.
Rodgers on 1st down. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. On the move left. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Pick up of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Trick the Eagles! Trick the Eagles!
To the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. So a big one there to start the drive. 55 yards on the game.
Not the way we're accustomed to seeing him hit these home run plays, Mike, but now you can tell they love getting him involved in the ground game. And this type of outcome, it's possible anytime he touches the ball, let alone how he gets it.
And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Moving to his left. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
On the 6. County Lions. Number 6. Dragon 60. Ready.
On 1st down, Daniel. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run with Krosky Merritt. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
70, Timber. Come on. Crack all 80. Crack all 80. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check smash. Check smash. Check out.
Krosky Merritt driving for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. Metcalf with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. It is second and 6.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Second and 6.
Jump up. 319. Inside. Hey, 88. Jump out.
Rodgers now. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Rodgers going up top again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. On the right side, corralled by Thielen. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first.
That is caught by the tight end. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check up.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Ready? 19, 8.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good lane. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Get it.
On second down, it's Daniel. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 6, go!
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
19, 18. 79 Broncos. 19 charge.
Throwing again. Daniel on the run to the right. That is on. What a job on the scramble. Jalen Lane. Touchdown Commanders. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Kenneth Gameday. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Austin brought in motion. Play action now with Rodgers. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8.
They'll try and run it here with Warren.
Jalen Warren, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. From the gun, Rodgers. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
First down for Aaron. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up third and a yard.
Third and 1.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's going to be third. They need 1. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
Get 300. 300.
Rodgers should throw for it on fourth down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll motion over Thielen. Warren. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on first and goal.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Alvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Makes the score Steelers 36, Commanders 29.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard.
Samuel on the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for second down. They'll stick to the ground. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and
They'll drop to throw. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
that's good.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Ready.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Washington. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Pass to 60, 70, look.
They'll run here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Another drive, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Throwing is Daniel. Forced to his right. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Once again, it's Warren. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. On 4th down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt.
Oh, yeah, I got a shot.
On the set. Buffalo 18. 2.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to come up with a late turnover. But it will only
Good game.
to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson.